Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we're in Radiator Springs, the cutest little town in Carburetor County. On a community post on YouTube, you all voted that today's challenge video, I would be trapped in Cars Land. Absolutely everything I do today will be inside Cars Land. We are going to eat one item from every single food location. We're going to ride every single ride, probably multiple times, and we're also going to look for 10 hidden secrets that maybe you didn't know about Cars Land. So let's get going. The rope drop line headed into Cars Land this morning. I almost absolutely never go this way. This is pretty crazy. The line has come to a stop out here, and they said we're in line for the ride all the way out here. Crazy. Now, normally I would not recommend rope dropping Radiator Springs Racers, but because I'm here by myself today, I'm doing single rider, and that makes it a lot more bearable. In fact, this is the first time that I've rope dropped Radiator Springs Racers, and wow, that line was crazier than I expected. And here we go, I'm ready to get on the ride, and I waited a grand total of 4 minutes in the single rider line. That is the way to do it if you ask me. Well, at 8:30 in the morning, 30 minutes after park opening, this is still the standby line for Radiator Springs Racers. Cars Land secret number 1 brings us to this location right here in front of Radiator Springs Racers, as well as this very national park looking sign to bring you to Cadillac Range, which is modeled after Cadillac Ranch just outside of Amarillo, Texas. And the mountain peaks up there basically look like Cadillacs that are buried in the dirt that you will find there at Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo. In fact, if you would like to see the actual Cadillac Ranch, we are going on a road trip in just a few weeks, and we're going to be driving right through, so we will stop and we will check that out, put it in a vlog for you. But each mountain peak up here are named after a different year of Cadillacs, and you can learn more about that right here on the Park Ranger sign. We have Mount 57, Mount 58, Mount 59, 60, 61, and 62. So those are the years in which those Cadillacs were created, and the model, or what the back end of each vehicle looks like, sticking out of the dirt. So pretty interesting secret that I did not know about. Apparently my wife Amy did whenever I mentioned it to her, but I did not. So that's pretty neat, and that's right there here in Cars Land. We cannot yet go and get some food, which was my plan next. We're gonna go into Luigi's Casa della Tires next and ride Luigi's Rollickin Roadsters. Well, here we are, second ride of the morning on Luigi's Rollickin Roadsters. It's 8:40. I waited 5 minutes in line. Not bad at all. We still have 12 minutes until 9 o'clock, and that is when the food location will open up, and I can get my first food item today from the Churro Cozy Cone. And to kill some time, we're gonna go ride Radiator Springs Racers again in the single rider line and see how long it takes now. The posted standby wait time is 75 minutes. Wow, there's nobody in the single rider line. This is amazing. I could just keep doing this over and over and over and over and over and over again. Secret number 2, and I don't know if this is too much of a secret per se, but if you recall in the original Cars ride, Lightning McQueen repaved the main road in Radiator Springs, and you can see the difference in that pave job right here. The black on the right is what Lightning McQueen redid, and the gray on the left is the older concrete that they had before. And so you can see that little tiny detail from the movie right here on the ground. Our first food item brings us over here to the Cozy Cones. Now there are 5 Cozy Cones, and each of them have a different menu and different things to get on that. So we are going to get one item from each of them throughout the course of the day today. But we're going to come first to Cozy Cone number 1, the churros. And this is where we're going to find our first item. Here we have Ramone's Pair of Dice Soda. We're going to try. And we also got the Cookie Dusted Churro. Now, we featured the Cookie Dusted Churro in a recent snack video that we did where we leveled up your classic Disney snacks, and I'll go ahead and link to that now. But I went ahead and I want something to eat this morning, and the rest of the Cozy Cones don't open until 10 o'clock. Only the churro stand is open at 9, so I wanted to get something to eat right now, and this Cookie Dusted Churro is going to fit the bill. All right, I've never gotten this Ramone's Pair of Dice Soda before. And pear is spelled P-E-A-R, like the fruit, rather than P-A-I-R, like a pair of dice, like you would think. It definitely has the carbonation of a soda drink, but I was like, I don't think I can really taste the pear, but I can. It's in the after flavor. Yeah, I can taste the hint of the pear there. I don't know why it's pink, because pears are, of course, well, they're green on the outside. Next up is that churro. Now, the churro, because I got the specialty churro, it's like $6 or something. It comes with dipping sauce. If you order a regular churro, it's like $1 cheaper, but then you can pay an extra $1 to get the dipping sauce. But obviously that won't be necessary for me right now. Mater just showed up for a meet and greet. We'll have to do a meet and greet here a little later, but I'm eating right now, so I'm not going to run over there. If he's still there whenever I'm done, we'll go meet Mater. So this is pretty big, and it's also pretty messy. Like, the cookie dusting's falling everywhere. In fact, it just fell on my drink. It's like a cookies and cream churro as opposed to a regular churro. And then you got this nice, like, cream cheese sauce. It's a cookie sauce, too, so it has, like, cookie bits inside the sauce. Check out that mess, and I've already wiped this table off like 3 times. Alrighty, let's go meet Mater. Mater the Grater.
Say hi, tow truck. You're on candid camera. I don't remember how the song goes.
I just might be most famous tow truck in old Radiator Springs.
Absolutely love hanging out with Mater. Thank you, Mater. Secret number 3 is also located right here in the Cozy Cone area. Right across from the Cozy Cones, the snack cones here, is Sally's office. Now check this out. Right here from this view, or really down low, you can actually see Buzz Lightyear under one of those cones like he's crossing the road in a Toy Story 2. How neat is that? Since I'm trapped in Cars Land and I'm not allowed to leave for any reason, I also have to use the restroom in Cars Land, and the only restroom in the entire area is located here at the back end of Flo's, and this is for the dining guests, but anybody can use it really. It's just the dining room restroom. If you're enjoying this video, first off, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. This tells YouTube that you're enjoying this video and others might find it helpful or entertaining as well. Secondly, I would like you to go down into the comments and tell me if you do enjoy this type of challenge video, what land in Disneyland or Disney California Adventure would you like me to get trapped in next? Now we're gonna go explore our first gift shop, Sarge's Surplus. I know it doesn't look like much, the sign's out front. In here we have the ability to make your own ID tag. We also have a wide variety of cars available for purchase, big and small. Kids' shirts. They also have this nice little model here of Radiator Springs that you can look at. Here's perhaps a better view of that without some of the glare. We can get down at the car level. Oh look, even the traffic light is blinking. How cool is that? There are more items in here as well, different types of shirts. We also have a Cars Land cup over here and mugs as well. There's some Disney puzzles in here that are just Disney in general, not necessarily related to Pixar. Oh, and we have some games as well. Look, oh, I've never seen this before. Yahtzee? Now, that might be something I have to buy. Check this out. The Yahtzee has 4 different cups in it, all different colors for the 4 different players. So everybody gets their own cup. That's super, super neat. We have yet again more shirts. Oh, check this out. This is like a little crayon pencil organizer. That's really neat. And that's right there, the Deluxe Travel Art Kit. Pretty cool. I didn't know that they had that. We have spin-arounds, little swirling saucers. We have Stitch up here. He's a spin-around too. Ooh, Pixar toy box. And we have Buzz's jetpack. And Buzz's spaceship, which is like a toy box spaceship play set. This is super cool. They even have a Kids' Spirit jersey in here. Some Avengers items as well. The Pixar ball. So cool. This is from the ride. This is the ride vehicle, and then the Mater's ride vehicles. So Radiator Springs and Mater's Junkyard Jamboree ride vehicles there. Some more ride vehicles that you can purchase a la carte if you don't want to get the set. Oh, look at this. A mechanic set. It's like a little model. You build your own. It looks like the ride vehicle, so you build your own ride vehicle. We have a Hudson Hornet Piston Cup trophy available here. They have a Cars Land keychain that you can get, as well as a small piston cup. And this is a magnet, so it says it's red, which makes that $11.99 for the piston cup, and then the keychain is also a red. They even have some Christmas ornaments in here as well. Ooh, I like this one the best. Mater with the tree in the back. I think that's great. And they also have the Pixar ball. We're just gonna go ahead and knock out the final ride, because there are 3 rides in Cars Land, so we're coming here to Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. If you recall, Mater lost his hood a long time ago, and in the queue here, this is not really a secret, but it sort of is. They have the different hoods for Mater in here, and if you remember, there was some shorts that Disney put out of Mater, and this one is featured from Mater the Greater, but you can also find the hoods from the other shorts as well. There's El Matador right down there. Mater just asked over the loudspeaker, what would you get if you painted every car in the nation red? Well, you'd get a red car nation.
A rockin' little place to stay. In the room over yeah, now, let's put it in gear. Hey, big bulldozer.
Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see how far I slide on this one. Oh, not too bad, actually. Just worse whenever you got a little kid because you slam them. Woo! Woo! I did that on purpose. Of course, we can't forget about Fillmore's Taste in Fuel. Now, this would be considered, I suppose, a food location, but it's mainly just Doritos and sodas and things. So I'm not going to count this in our food tour for Cars Land, but they do have snacks and little grab-and-goes and things that you can get over here if you want them. Cars Land secret number 4 is really quite out in the open, but if you're like me, you just simply don't pay attention or don't understand the meanings behind the details. I'm not a car person, but if you take a look at this, this is actually Flo's V8 Cafe. It's designed to look like an actual V8 engine. So we have the air filter there up on the top, and then over here we have 4 pistons that are part of the engine, and then on the other side we have another 4 pistons, and each one of them have spark plugs on top. So pretty neat detailing there. So Flo's V8 Cafe literally is a V8 engine. It is now 9:45 in the morning. We have another 15 minutes to kill before I can get my next food item, so let's go ride Radiator Springs Racers again. Single rider, of course. Posted wait time is now up to an 80-minute standby wait. Single rider line is a little bit busier now, but we'll see how long it is. Anytime you see signs in Cars Land, you gotta read them like Mater. A free cavern tours, good rates, Lincoln Continental breakfast, clean and quiet. The comfy caverns motor court. That's my best Mater impersonation that I could come up with.
Tonight we're gonna ride it at the Command.
I ended up waiting just 5 minutes for that single rider line, so I'm having a pretty good day here doing single rider on Radiator Springs. Our 5th Cars Land secret, I believe we're on number 5, is outside Ramone's House of Body Art here. We're actually going to find some hidden Mickeys. There are 2 hidden Mickeys here, and we're going to go on the hunt, so let's see if we can find them. The details for the hidden Mickeys are actually in these hoods that are in the windows here, so we have to see if we can find it. Right here in this hood, which is all the way at the end of the gift shop. You can see a little Mickey there printed into the hood. So the website where I was looking up the Disney secrets and things showed 2 different hoods, and I saw neither one of those hoods out here invisible. So I guess that means that they rotate the hoods quite frequently. I didn't find any more hidden Mickeys on any of the other hoods except for that one that we saw. So, but I was looking at this hood again for Ramone's and found another one. There it is, right dead center in the lace. Do you see it? It's white. So there's another hidden Mickey inside one of these hoods from Ramone's House of Body Art. Supposedly each hood is supposed to have a Mickey. I couldn't find them on the other ones, but I found it on this one. Wow, is it tiny. You pretty much have to get like down on the ground to even see it, to be at eye level for it. We are back at the Cozy Cone Motel, and it looks like Lightning McQueen is doing a meet and greet now. Quite popular. That line is longer than Mater. But we're coming over here back to the cones for the chili cone queso. Cone number 3 is chili cone queso. Now they actually have chili con queso in here, but they also have a bacon mac and cheese, and that's what we're getting because we previously tried the con queso. And here we go. Here is the bacon mac and cheese in a bread cone. So you can eat the bread cone. This is $9.99, so it's basically a lunch, and I'm kind of eating it like an early lunch. We're gonna get some Flo's food a little bit later today. But here we go. Cozy cone bacon mac and cheese. It'd be pretty hard to eat and film, but we're gonna give it a try.
Okay, you can get your meter bucket after the show. I'll pair you. Is it here?
I'm gonna eat it all, then I'll let you know how filling I think it is, if I think it's a good lunch substitute, or if it's really just a snack that you share, or a snack that you eat yourself. We'll find out. Right next to chili cone queso is actually frozen cone Coctions. Now, I don't know why they call it frozen, because they don't have any frozen beverages in there. But what we did is we got a pomegranate limeade. So this is a item that you can get over there. You can get it with vodka as well, but this is just a standard pomegranate limeade for $4.99. If you get one of the alcoholic versions, it's like $12. They have also a variety of other alcoholic beverages over there, and that's the cone that's tucked away back there, that cone right there. Yeah, we got another one from Cozy Cone number 4, so that's 3 of the 5 cones taken care of now. Ooh, that's pretty tart. Very, very tart. It's all natural, man. It's Fillmore's all natural pomegranate limeade. So yeah, it's very, very tart. I'm not sure if I can drink all this. I'm gonna have to try though. Woo, I did it. There we go. Got it. Whew, wow, so what about that bread cone? Well, I'll tell you what, if you eat it with the bread cone, like you're actually eating the bread cone, it is gonna fill you up, and it is gonna fill you up fast. One person, that is more than a meal for me, and I probably won't get more food now for at least another hour and a half, 2 hours, because wow, I don't think I could eat another bite. Now, if you just get a spoon and you eat only the mac and cheese, you don't eat the bread, then it probably won't fill you up quite as much. But if you eat the bread, which I would imagine you're intended to because it comes in the bread cone, it will definitely, it'll be more than enough for one person. Right outside the entrance to Radiator Springs Racers is this Lube-o-rama, which also leads into Ramone's house of body art. But they have some gift shop type items in here that you can purchase, as well as frozen icy type of beverages of a variety of flavors that you can get right here, as well as these other types of merchandise. And we've seen, you know, these shirts in the other store, but looks like they've got a bucket of cars and a McQueen plush in here. And that'll lead us into Ramone's proper, where they have a variety of more, you know, standard Mickey type merch, as well as other Pixar type things. We've got a World of Pixar iPhone case, play in the park type merch and gear, lounge fly, make your own iPhone case, it looks like, make your own custom case, also watch bands, magnets, some more shirts, another lounge fly, Cars Land lounge fly. They have the same backpack over here next to a Cars Land shirt and a Lightning McQueen shirt. And this is what a winner looks like. Dynaco. Well, and some art that you can purchase. You can purchase these little bits of art. One character premium frame sketch, $169. Ooh, more sketched artwork over here. Quite a variety of artwork options. Some sweatshirts and long sleeve shirts. Also those same cups and mugs that we saw in the other store. Ooh, a Flo's V8 Cafe dress. It looks like they have some pins available for pin trading here. So if you are into pin trading, you can bring them and you can talk to the cast member here, and they will allow you to swap one of yours for one of theirs. Our sixth Cars Land secret continues the hunt for hidden Mickeys and brings us back to Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. And the hidden Mickey can be found here in the queue. Now the main queue wraps off this way, and this is the overflow queue over here. But if you look, it's up there in the rafters. And there's a closer, more zoomed in version of it. It's a hubcap hidden Mickey there in the rafters. Mater has so many more fun than jokes. My favorite is, we're gonna have more fun than a tornado in a trailer park. But the one he just shared is, we're gonna have more fun than a hubcap popped off rolling down Route 66. Speaking of Mater, he's back at the meet and greet. Time check, it is 10:40. Radiator Springs standby time is 75 minutes now, and we are going for ride number 4 via the single rider line. Here we go, we're going under the Rusty Ridge Bridge, 1947. I told you, you gotta say everything that you read, like Mater and Cars Land. Check this out, walk on.
Whoa, slow down, you're not racing yet. Just follow Mater into town to get ready. Howdy! Here for the big race, huh? It's gonna be fun! Hey, you ever gone tractor tipping?
Well, we got stuck right here looking at the upside down tractor. They're letting us go on it again because we got stuck, so our ride experience was not complete. So this makes time number 5.
Probably just a bad spark plug, Dippy.
We're going in the other side this time. My first time in the tire shop today. Well, considering I walked straight on the ride, I just spent 30 minutes on Radiator Springs Racers. About 10 to 15 of it I was stuck on the inside, and then they let us ride it twice. So, yeah, it was quite a bit of time dedicated to that. But surprisingly, as I just walked by, the single rider line is still like pretty empty. So I could just hop right back on if I wanted to. But we're gonna go look for some more hidden Mickeys and things like that around the land before we ride it again. If my memory serves, we're up to number 7 on Hidden Secrets, and we're gonna come into Luigi's Cadillac tires this time. We find ourselves in the ride queue looking at these shadow boxes of assorted items, and that's where we're gonna find our next hidden item or secret. Now, some people would call this a hidden Mickey, at least I've seen so online. I don't really consider it a hidden Mickey, but if you look at the car right there, that's Uncle Topolino, and they say that he is, the way that his grill and lights are arranged is a cleverly disguised Mickey, and the reason for that is because Topolino in Italian means baby mouse, and actually in Italy, the name for Mickey Mouse that they use in comic strips is Topolino. So that is why on the Riviera Resort at Topolino's Terrace, and that is because it is Mickey Mouse's Terrace down there in Walt Disney World. Okay, here's another photo of him up there. They supposedly say that is a cleverly hidden Mickey. Let me know if you agree if that is a hidden Mickey or not. It is just about 11:30 here, and that puts me at the 3.5-hour mark trapped in Cars Land. And up until now, I've felt like I've been keeping things pretty going, but I'm now running out of things to do. I've got a few more food items to get, but I'm not really all that hungry right now. And so I'm just kind of like, okay, now what? I guess I go wait in some lines for some other rides. This was inevitable. It was gonna happen. I'm trapped here, right? I gotta keep myself occupied. 2 things that I don't know if I'm gonna make it for, okay? I don't know if I'm gonna survive at Cars Land until dark, but they do the big shaboom lighting at sunset, and I just don't know if I'm gonna survive that long. And then secondly, in the past, pre-COVID, I don't know if they've done it since COVID, but they used to do like little cavalcades in a sense. They'd bring Ramone out and they'd have like little dance parties and things that would go through this area. And I haven't seen that happen in the 3.5 hours yet so far. So I don't think it will, but if it does, that'll give me something to look at. But yeah, 3.5 hours. Whew. How many more can I make it? The Radiator Springs Curios shop here did not survive COVID. It has not been open since before the shutdown. So Disneyland reopened last year, April 30th, I believe, 2021. And we are now June 30th, so 14 months. And this has not yet reopened. This was a gift shop, and I guess they just figure they don't need the gift shop. Now we're gonna wander around and check out some Cars Land icons, and one of them is over here at Luigi's Rollickin Roadsters, and that is the Radiator Springs famous Horn O' Plenty. So it's just something to look at, of course. They've got motor oil and spark plugs and things like that inside this Horn O' Plenty. Of course, we also have Luigi's Leaning Tower of Tires. Of course, we can't forget Stanley, founder of Radiator Springs in 1909, right out here outside the fire department building. The signs outside Radiator Racers are two-sided, so you can see a message on both directions. You have mind your speed as you go, sheriff's sold, but he's not slow. So you can see that going this direction. Now as we go the opposite direction, we can see Mater used it. Dang near fainted. Looked like he had just been painted. So that's what the phrase says going this way. We have a beautiful, gorgeous day today. While we're over here, let's talk and enjoy Willie's Butte. From the earliest years of manufacture to the many decades to follow, this streamlined Butte has inspired generations of hood ornament sculptors working in the medium of chrome. But here we go. Hidden Mickey number, I don't know whatever, but secret number 8, if we're calling each Hidden Mickey area its own secret. Let's just call it that, is one that I never would have noticed without actually looking it up. It's up there in the wires, I'll show you in a minute. Right here next to the fire department, if you follow the cable, the electric cable that goes up here, do you see it? There it is, right there, all tied up and knotted in the power lines. Wow, is it hot. So it is the perfect time to come to Cozy Cone number 2 and get an ice cream cone. You can also get a root beer float there. And by root, I mean R-O-U-T-E, root, like Route 66, a root beer float. I don't really do floats, but chocolate soft serve ice cream, right up my alley. Well, here we are again, going on number 6 for Radiator Springs Racers. 110-minute standby wait now. So far, I've ridden 5 times, gotten Ramone's side 4 times, Luigi's side once, and I won 3 times and lost twice. Now, both of the times that I lost, it was with the same people in the car, which, if I am remembering this right, that's based on the weight of the vehicle, and since I had 2 little kids with me, anytime I go with my family as well, I feel like I always lose because little kids don't weigh very much, and if you're going against a vehicle all of adults, well, the other one's gonna win. Got a little bit of a line here in the single riders, but not much. I mean, we've had worse and it was only 5 minutes, so I feel like this is gonna be pretty great. Here we go. For the first time, I'm just gonna get right back on. I once stood next to a guy in line here for Radiator Springs Racers who told me that every time he comes here, and he lives in Las Vegas or Phoenix, somewhere close by like that, you know, 5-hour-ish drive away, and he told me that every time he comes, he just rides Radiator Springs Racers all day long, and he gets, you know, maybe 30 rides in a day, something like that. And I kind of feel like him just a little bit today, just a little bit. So here we go, ride number 7, and I'm with some kids again, so we'll see if my theory holds true. I should not win if I'm right. We are a half an hour before hopping time. It is 12:30 p.m. and the standby line is the lowest I have seen it all day, 50 minutes. Now I am literally about done here. I've been here for 4.5 hours and I'm not sure I can survive much longer. Behold the 8 3/4 wonder of the world, the Radiator Spring. Woo-hoo! There's almost no line for the single rider. I'm happier than a tornado in a trailer park. And just like that, the single rider row is completely empty. Right here is my absolute favorite part of this ride. Waterfalls, waterfalls. Here we go, race number 8. Well, I got stuck again. This time, this is where I am at the very, very end. Haven't gone anywhere. Well, I think that's all she wrote for me for rides. We're gonna go grab some food now. But I rode Radiator Springs Racers 8 times and I waited a collective 25 minutes in the single rider line across all 8 races. 25 minutes. And the standby line that I saw the shortest today was 50. For our final food item, we're gonna come in here to Flo's V8 Cafe. I'm gonna tell you right up front that I did not get any of the main entrees because I just can't eat that much right now. But we're gonna go inside, take a look at the interior for you, and show you my favorite spot to sit. If you don't mobile order, you can come right over here to the standby queue, and this will be a place that you can walk up to a register and order, but we mobile ordered, so here we are coming inside, waiting for our mobile order to be ready. Up on the menu, they do have a cut cheeseburger, Ramone's Low and Slow Club, Impossible Burger, and then they have Flo's famous fried chicken for $18.99 and Cobb DeVille salad, $10.99. Though it's not up there on the mobile order, they also have just a classic chicken fenders, like chicken fingers for $10.99. Oh, and they have a Flo's classic shake. I did not see that on the mobile order menu, unfortunately, because I love milkshakes with road gravel. All right, well, I got my food, and right outside here off to the side, this is my favorite spot to watch the cars from Radiator Springs Racers over there come down the hill. And we're gonna sit right here. And literally, this is all I got. Yes, just a side of steak fries. Again, it's all I could muster to fill myself with. But this order of just steak fries took 20 minutes for them to make. Wow, was it busy in there, and totally not worth 20 minutes for this. On a positive note, these are piping hot. They are not cold. They are not stale at all. These are fresh. Probably just literally came right out. That's how hot these are. I have been in Cars Land for 5 hours. It is now 1 p.m. Ah, get me out of here. Woo! We have escaped Cars Land. I am no longer trapped. In fact, I'm actually headed home now. But if you want to see more of my Disney content, first hit the like and subscribe button. Then check out this video where I came to Disneyland and did a Genie Plus challenge to see if I could get every single Genie Plus ride done in a single day. Believe me, you're going to love it. We'll see you again next time.